Really? Okay.
I can't find a hole.
Hi, welcome to 151 Garage. I'm Sean.
I'm Jill.
And today we're going to actually install something she's been wanting me to install for quite some time. She's actually been nagging at me about it. Now, at first, she wanted the void rail system that we installed in the Big Bend, the whole system. Now, I'm not talking just the void rail, I'm talking the D, the balls that went with it, and all the accessories we have in that one, because we actually use that one pretty much all the time, anytime we're in it. Really nice setup, and it's pretty much our ultimate setup for what we use. Now, granted, you guys might do something different, but what we use it for, this is the ultimate setup for us. Now, as everybody knows, we use multiple systems in our vehicle. We use Archetype Racing, we use Your Bronco. What you don't know we use is the RAM mount system. I've heard about it before, I've never used it, but since I have the items, the balls, since I have the D and balls, or Jill has the D and balls, getting the D and balls, bam, as well. She, Archetype Racing, I love the names of these things. It embarrasses her every time, and I just can't get over saying my wife's getting the D and balls. Anyways, we are actually gonna set this up. Now, first and foremost, probably one of the baddest ass rails that I've ever seen is from Archetype Racing, and it's not your normal one. This was a limited edition. If you guys can't see it, hopefully I won't drop it. It's a Badlands specific void rail that actually has the topographical map of the Badlands on it in the middle, as well as both sides. Now, it does have the coordinates for whatever the coordinates are. And then it's a numbered one. So we got 85 out of 100. They only made 100 of them. They are sold out, unfortunately. But the fact of it is, it's the black center in those. It works out perfectly. It looks really nice. I can't wait to put it in there. I really like it. I really like how it's set up. When I opened it up, I was just amazed at how nice that the color and the graphics were. As well as the D and the M.O.S.H. If you guys, this is the M.O.S.H. and this is the D. If you guys can't see, shaped like a D. Now, it could be shaped like a C, but that's inappropriate. It might get us demonetized. Like the D wouldn't? The D is shaped like a D. A C might be a little bit something, never mind. Anyways. Oh, there's another kind of piano. And of course, we have a set of balls and their nice fuzzy pouch, or sack, sorry. They each individually are sack oriented. So, one for each ball. Just, you get 2 sacks and 2 balls. Shut up. As well as, so, if you guys, this right here is probably one of the items I love the most. This right here is the mount for your void rail system, for whatever accessories you want to put on it. This is from Your Bronco. I cannot stress to you enough how badass this mount is.
He loves it.
I absolutely love it. I thought I found the perfect mount, and I've said it on a video before. This mount absolutely works perfect for both their rail, and we'll get into that rail on a later video, because actually we're going to install one on my Bronco from them. And these things right here just are, I cannot say how much I love these things and over exaggerate. I mean, they're absolutely perfect. Now, we have this, and we have this right here. This is also from Your Bronco. And basically what it is just a mount that we can Let me put it on there. We can mount it onto the Boyd rail, loosen this up a little bit, and we can adjust this for wherever we want. So it's just an adjustable thing for the GoPro. Now we use GoPros as well as our phones.
Mainly the GoPros.
Yeah, mainly the GoPros.
Right now the video is being filmed on a GoPro.
Yeah, as well as the RAM mounts. Now I won't open them up because I want to keep everything together in one bag for each thing. This is your phone mount that we actually have mounted on here on the D. That way she can have it right there. Now the funny thing is, and we'll get more into it when we put it in her vehicle. Her vehicle does have the wireless charging, but considering she has one of those mounts,
I have this on the back and it prevents it from being charged.
So we will have a cord and that will be mounted on there. She actually likes it, and that's one of the things she really liked on Big Ben. We have the same system in there. I use it because my vehicle or Ben doesn't have a wireless charging, where I use hers when I'm in there and she uses the phone.
So the difference with the manual and the automatic transmission, the manual, they have the GOAT modes up further, so you have like I'm not even sure, it's like this. And so you can't even put your phone, unless your phone is really small, like this, in that area.
Yeah, how they do the wireless charging for that one, I don't even know if it's an option for that.
I don't think it's an option for a standard vehicle because there's no place to put it right there unless you put it in the console.
Yeah, you put
of
a
the car.
different setup.
But he has the RAM mount set on the D and the Ben, and that's where he always puts his phone, is right there, and then we just plug it in and it charges right there.
Yeah. As well as, this is just an adapter to adapt this mount, the ball from Archetype Racing, to a RAM mount. Now we have two different style RAM mount, or balls from RAM mount. One has a threaded end, which has a cover over it right now, but one has a threaded end and one has a GoPro end. Now the cameras that we use have covers over them, so they actually use this, but we have this just in case we use just like a regular camera without the case or anything like that.
Like our 8 or something.
Yeah, but we will go install this stuff. We have videos on installing most of this stuff, not this, but we'll show you what we mean by the ultimate setup for us and what we utilize it for. It's really nice. I really like it, the setup. I think this will be really nice for her car because everything is black, minus the orange.
Help with the orange accents because there's not enough of it on the dash, and I did detail the thing today and I'm just like, there's not enough orange.
We'll get out there and we'll install the stuff, and when we're finally done, we'll go ahead and show you exactly what we mean and give you kind of a nice view of the whole setup. So, okay, see you out there. Bye. Should we say, oh, by the way, you get a whole bunch of stickers and badges, and these things are cool as shit.
Yeah, you get a lot.
A lot of stuff.
I mean, it's a lot.
Before I end it, this right here, this glows in the dark, by the way. So does this. You have another sticker. You have another sticker. You have a magnet.
Of the same sticker.
You have yet another sticker.
And they have a coaster.
So we can add to our collection. All we need is
Another one?
Three more coasters. We can put it on our table as a whole place setting. Hear me, AR? 3 more is all I need to complete the whole place setting for my dining room table. Be an AR dining room table. Okay, see you outside. First things first, we have to actually remove the current rail system we have. We do have the same thing. It's Archetype Racing BAM. We are going to remove it and replace it with the one that we bought for that Badlands. So, single screw in the center.
Now you may be wondering why we're like double layered up with clothes. Is because it is actually cold here today. It's been cold for like the last few days.
Not northern cold. Not northern. It's Florida cold.
It's
I have
Florida
this.
cold.
and this is actually, it's keeping me warm, so it's not, it's not.
It's not below zero or anything. It's probably like in the low 40s or the low 30s at night, but I only have 2 shirts on. He's got a shirt and a jacket on, so it's not terribly cold. But thank God for heated seats.
Yeah, thank God. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to put this on here. Single bolt through the center. And then we want to do this. The hardest thing to do is actually pull the tape off of this. So this little washer, take that out because I don't need it. I didn't use it on the last one. I want more pressure on the outside. As well as when I go ahead and put this down, I will adjust these and tighten these up for the final time. Right now they're just snug, not tight. We'll show you some of the things we ended up getting. Scissors. Who needs them? So this is the rim mount, and this right here gives us the ability to put a center mount camera for when we do off-roading, whether it be filming the road or filming us. Tighten it up. This is what I have in Ben. Absolutely love it. Center it. And it has the ability to put it right there. So it is a screw. I do have a cap for the top of it where we can keep it from getting damaged for whatever reason. And then the last thing. This is actually probably one of my favorites. We have this right here, which kind of gives us the same ability. Put that on there, tighten it up. Till it's snug, tighten this up. And then we can put a camera here to be able to film us, whether we're filming inside from any angle. And then we can also loosen it up and slide it for wherever we want to put it. Right now we just put it on the one end in front of Jill to block her view. So there we go. Just leave it down a little bit right there. Always keep the hardware in case you ever want to put it back.
Yep.
We'll wrap all these up in the same thing we got the M.O.S.H in. That way it doesn't get damaged. Wrap up the hardware, put it in the same box, and go from there.
Yeah. Thought I was going to be able to grab it with the fingers, but it's just not far out enough. There we go. Okay. There's that. So 5x orange accents. If I remember right, just goes on first.
This out there. Got that? That goes over that. And then the bolts go through it. The bolts that I had in there. Got the 2 bolts.
I think you grabbed all the hardware. Let me see.
Should be 2 long bolts. That's it. So how this sets up just like that. So I already have one of the D's on there. Obviously we have one on the dash and one there.
One of the balls, you mean?
Sorry, one of the balls. Yeah. She's got it right. She knows her balls when she sees them.
Not that kind of channel.
You made it.
No, I didn't.
You were correcting me about my balls. Your balls, sorry.
I'm so gonna get demonetized.
You know, the only vehicle that won't have any balls is my truck, is my Bronco. Yours has balls, and this one has balls. The one in there, I gotta get some balls for me. I'm married, I'm not allowed to have any, I guess.
I'll find him in my purse, I'll break him out for you.
Really? Okay.
I can't find a hole.
Yep. It's not that kind of channel. What was that you just said? I'm so gonna put that at the beginning of this. God,
I'm afraid I'm hyperventilating.
this is definitely a different wrong thing. Is that a Torx?
Turned it.
No. Get the right one. It's in the back. Get the right tool. That's a Torx. You need it, Helen.
What size were you? T30?
Try that.
Okay. I can't see my eyes are watering.
That work? Yep, looks like it. Close enough. So like I always teach her, make sure to get all the hardware in before you torque it. That way you're not fighting with one trying to get it down while the other one's super tight. So
there you go.
okay, grab the last thing, the ram at the... Now this... Don't need that.
Oh, okay. More rubber stuff for me. My little crafting.
So, hang on. All you'll do is you'll put it on there and tighten that up. And then you can adjust everything the way you want.
So if you guys can see that, these spread apart, there's a spring, so when you crank that, it comes undone. So
try that again without destroying it.
Yeah, I can't touch anything today. It's just gonna implode. So when you turn this, and I'm not gonna do it, it'll spread these apart, and then when you crank it down, it'll tighten it up on this.
Now the one thing I want to tell you right now is make sure that this is on the passenger side, because when you put it on the driver's side, the knob, it's in the way of this right here. It is kind of tight, but...
So yeah, I mean, if you look, there's like not enough room right here. That's why he's saying that. And
so you want to kind of figure out the way you want it right there. Tighten it up so it's a little snug. Then you can maneuver that however you want, and then torque it down a little bit more.
Yeah, I think right there would be good. There you go.
So,
and then the way this works, you just squeeze it, put your phone in.
Don't have any phones.
And then
that's okay.
Release it, and then it's the friction that holds it together.
Yeah, kind of. The one thing I do have to say about this though is if you do have a iPhone, watch out, because when this presses both sides, it will call the emergency. Not that I have done it, but I've known people that have done it.
Oh yeah, because the power button and the top volume button, if you press them together
and hold them, it actually will call emergency,
yeah, and
911.
Yeah, so that's a safety feature that they implemented on that.
Like I said, we have this set up for the phone, be able to access the phone, navigation, everything like that. Since we use Apple CarPlay, we actually use the navigation through our phones rather than the navigation that came with this. Also, nice setup. We do have a rail system on that, which we can use later on as we need it. We also have a place to put extra balls if we need them. Also right there. This right here is the setup I like the most because I have the center mount camera and I can move this wherever I want. In fact, I have another one right here. Oh, we have a couple. Oh, yeah.
Well, I found these in the center console, so these
we have this
are great.
right here. That way I can have a camera on both sides if I wanted to. Obviously, I'll put them on all on one side.
We got these off Amazon, didn't we?
Yeah, we've got those off Amazon.
So these are the ones that he originally thought were like the greatest things since sliced bread. They were able to slide and move around and everything. And then we discovered Buck Your Bronco's stuff. And
so the difference between the difference between these two is, here, hold that real quick. Let me get this one off here, maybe. Now, take a look at this right here. Hold it up this way. See how it has the thread for the bolt through it? This one doesn't. So this one, when on there, will slide nicely back and forth. This one, yeah, this one right here will get stuck in the grooves because of that. This right here slides back and forth, which that's why I like this one now, because it gives me the ability to put it anywhere rather than put it in one of these grooves or have it sit on top and just kind of hang out.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But they're good to have if you don't have enough of the one from Buck Your Bronco.
Yeah, those are really nice. I actually used the top of this right here off of one of those to help it.
Yeah.
For a different kind of mount. So.
Yeah, we'll put links to this, and we always have a thing in our video about BYODR.com. You save 10% with the promo code of 151. That's the number 1, the word 5, and 1 all together.
Yeah, and it'll be linked down below for it. That's a really nice setup. I like that. So the one thing on this thing, on automatic, that's perfect the way it's set up. On a stick, that's a little close because your hand hits right here. I don't think mine's open, but the hand does hit right here, so I end up having to move this over a little bit so it's more angled out this way.
Yeah,
it still works.
Like this a little bit more towards me, because it is a little bit of a tight fit up here.
It's amazing how different the whole center section is for an automatic versus a standard. So
yeah, even this is a lot wider for the automatics than it is for the standard. So you can technically be charging 2 phones at once. If you have multiple phones, say that you have your personal phone and a work phone, you need them both charged. And if you have the capability of having the wirelessing, because you picked that package, good for you. Put that here, and then you can put your work phone up here and plug it in.
Okay. So again, what we have is the rail, the balls which are under there and right there, the D and the M.O.S.H from Archetype Racing. We have the mounts from Buck Your Bronco, and we have the other mounts here from Ram. Really nice setup. I never really used that too much until just recently, and it's actually perfect. Really neat way of setup.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That way you can get your camera in the center.
You happy now? Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
So I hope you guys had a nice Christmas. This is the day after Christmas. It's not as cold as it was yesterday, but it's still chilly. It was freezing.
Comfortable
it was
today.
Actually freezing. Yeah, it's not bad today. I think it's in its 50s, 60s, something like that.
It's going to be in the high 50s at the peak of the day, but right now it's comfortable.
Most Floridians, it was absolutely blizzard conditions. Us, we grew up not in Florida.
Well, you did. I didn't. I'm a snow baby.
I spent 21 years in the military all over the world, all over Europe for that matter, and I'm used to the snow and really cold weather, so Florida isn't too bad right now.
It's perfect. This is like the perfect time of year to visit.
Yeah. Anyways, hope you guys liked the video. We'll give a little video of what we did and go from there. See you next video. Bye.
Bye.